Hey YouTube, it's Grace, and welcome to episode 16 of my series where I'm taking every single painting from Minecraft and making them in real life. About a minute before I sat down to record this video, I realized that I've been working on this series for almost 5 months now, and I'm only just over halfway done, which is crazy that it's taking this long. So I guess at this rate, I'm probably not going to finish this series or be able to take commissions until January or February, which is kind of insane. But anyways, this week I'm going to be doing the Kebab painting. And one more thing before we get into the video. Don't forget that over on my Etsy, I have tutorials for every single painting that I've made in this series so far. So if you would like to follow along and try to make these paintings for yourself, then check those out. I will have my Etsy linked in the description. But anyways, let's get into this video. Alright, so this week I'm doing the Kebab painting, I believe it's called, and it's a 1x1, so that means it is 16 by 16 pixels. And here is the canvas I'll be using. It is 12 by 12 inches, so to figure out the size of each pixel, I take that 12 inches and divide it by 16, so each pixel is going to be 0.75 inches. Then by using a ruler and a pencil instead of a pen, in case I mess up, I'm going to mark every 0.75 inches all the way around all 4 sides, and then use the ruler to connect those lines and make the grid. The next step is going to be adding a thin layer of white acrylic paint as primer, just to seal in the pencil. I just finished adding the primer, so I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'll start on the color. Starting off with the border, I always do this first just so that I don't mix up the counting later. I went ahead and mixed this dark brown color, so I'm just going to fill in the outside border. I just finished painting the border, and I have it set on these little containers of paint just to keep the paint from drying to the paper towel. Alright, it's the next day now, and I'm starting off by marking out where the black and white pixels are going. How I do this is I start in a corner and then count how many pixels over and up or over and down, and then match everything up as best I can. This is my progress so far. I haven't really been talking through it much just because the colors are really simple, like light green, dark green, brown, beige, light gray, darker gray, really dark gray, black. Like the most complex color is probably this one here, which I just mixed like a dark blue and a dark purple with some white and ended up with this. But this is like the comparison so far. I'm moving on to like an orange and the red shades. This corner of the painting has a lot of details, but it's all generally some shade of this color, so I'm just going to paint the whole thing one color for the first coat, and then for the second coat and details I'll go back and add some variation. And the last pixel of the first coat is this light brown color. And there we have it. First coat is done. Now obviously there are a lot of details I need to add and a few things I need to touch up, but that is for the second coat. But I think it's looking pretty good so far. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back either tomorrow or the next day and do this second coat of paint. Okay, it's been a couple days, so this is completely dry, but I'm back and ready to do the second coat. And the main point of the second coat is just to make the paint more opaque and clean up some of the lines that might not look super good. I'll be leaving most of the colors the same, but I might adjust them slightly depending on how I feel. I have most of the second coat done now, plus a couple of detailing colors, which I just took the background color and mixed it with something slightly different to add some color variation. So here's this. All I have left to do is to paint the border, which I always do this last so that I can keep this line as clean as possible. I had to turn down my computer brightness so much to be able to compare these two side by side, but I think I'm pretty much done. So I'm going to let this dry and then I'll show you guys in natural light. And this is the next day with the painting completely done, completely dry, and in natural lighting. I think this painting definitely looks better from further away because you have a better idea of what it actually is. But here is a close-up shot so you can see all of the different colors and details that I added. But I think this video counts as a success. Due to Mojang's copyright rules, I'm unable to make prints of these and like mass produce the Minecraft painting designs, but I will be selling the individual paintings that I make for each episode of this series. So if you are interested in seeing if I have any available by the time I publish this video, feel free to message me on Instagram here and I will let you know what I have. But yeah, I think that concludes this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I will hopefully see you in my next one.